Hey everybody, I'm coming to you from beautiful St. Louis, Missouri, standing across the road from the old courthouse. This is where the Dred Scott case was heard. Now, who was Dred Scott? Dred Scott and his wife Harriet were both slaves. They sued the federal government and their master for their freedom. The master's name was Sanford, and so this case is also known as Scott versus Sanford. What ends up happening is in 1846, they will sue the federal government for their freedom. And this case will be heard from 1846 to 1857, just before the American Civil War. In the end, this will become one of the landmark Supreme Court cases of the time, as Chief Justice Roger Taney will rule against Scott, and furthermore, he will say that anyone of African American descent, whether free or slave, are not citizens of the United States, and that they have to follow the property laws set in the Constitution. Basically, they're not humans, is what he will rule. Furthermore, it will nullify the Missouri Compromise of 1820, with calling it unconstitutional, saying that the federal government has no right to tell what state or the people of a state whether they can have slavery or not, that will be determined by the individuals in the state. So, very big landmark case. While this doesn't directly lead to the Civil War, this is one of the many nails in the coffin of slavery during that time period, and is one of the steps to the Civil War, as this subject has been going on since the Revolutionary War, since the country was founded. And this will just be another thing that widens that rift between North and South, between slave states and free states. And it's a landmark case, a very interesting case. Definitely study it. It's very interesting. St. Louis has a lot of Civil War history. We have to think, too, that on the border here, the Kansas and Missouri border, there is war happening from 1854 up to 1861, prior to the American Civil War, with bleeding Kansas and Missouri, right there on the border. So, big, huge landmark case here, a big piece of American history. Get down here to St. Louis and check it out.